My, excited to come before you. I am Dr. Elizabeth Smith. This is WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. I'm excited because we get a chance to share some thoughts with you. Hopefully, what we're talking about today on Our Voice podcast. That is the name of our show, is Our Voice podcast. And the title is focusing again on ourselves. Now, our Voice podcast, the only internet talk show, talk radio show that advocates the grassroots perspective and the needs of individuals at the local level. So we're going to focus on something that we encounter every day. Our title today is Understanding Self-Indulgence. I want you to think about self-indulgence. The website is WBSW Radio, the internet station 43.wix.com. You can join me as the host, join me, the host, as a guest on riverside.com. And the link is riverside.com/studio/WBSW dash radio dash internet. Share your opinions, stories, and examples live with me in the world by going to Facebook, Bigo Live, TikTok Live, and that's at Dr. L. Dialberto Smith. Our second Facebook channel is Zeta Phi Sigma Green Book. We want to thank those brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated for working with us and allowed us the opportunity to partner with them so we can broadcast through their network. Brothers, thank you so much. That's at Greenville, Alabama. Also, we have several other networks. That's tango.com/WBSW radio 14059. We have Twit at Dr. L. Dialberto 2017. Tick Live at Dr. Lorenza Dialberto Smith. We have Super Live, and that's WBSW Radio Internet. Then we also have an opportunity. You can check us out on YouTube. We have two channels. We want you to subscribe to one of them, and you, Dr. Lorenza Dialberto Smith, one YouTube channel, and the second one is The Smith Way Enterprises. Our on-demand episodes are available for WBSW Radio on Alexis, Apple Podcasts, Edge, as well as Google Plus, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Pod Paradise, Snitchers, Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon Podcasts. If you have a way to go check our shows out, they will be audio only. That's WBSW. Type it in podservefm.com and you type in WBSW Radio. WBSW Radio, the number one internet station, has listeners and watchers in 69 countries and on 6 continents. We're interactive. We want you to be a part of. I see several people invite. For items, and you're looking several people here that have an interest. Thank you so on Big O Live, but we're going to kind of move forward, and we will try to open the door for you to join us just a little later as we get actually started up. So as we say, that if you want to check us out on the main episode, you have an opportunity to go to parkservefm.com. Again, WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station, has listeners and watchers in 61 countries and on 6 continents. We want you to register for WVSW Radio giveaway by sending your name with the means of transaction, what we give away and what we raffle. Hotel stays, 3 nights, 4 days, 5 nights, 6 days. We pay for the hotel stay. Then we also have gas vouchers, food vouchers, gift cards, several things we're just giving away to you. Book bag, Greek apparel, Greek gear, along with college, professional, high school, middle school gear, your organization, whatever it may be. We will be wrapping off certain things. We'll just have Greek apparel, organization apparel, and we'll wrap it off. Then you can pick whatever you want, and we'll make sure we provide you with that. So we're excited because we have a giveaway, and we want you to send your name along with a means transaction. That's Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. You're not sending us nothing but your name and one of those means of transaction. Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle to Lorenza D. Smith 15@gmail.com, and then we'll put you in the raffle of the giveaway. Now, we're asking for a means of transaction because we give away quarterly $5 to $100. You can get $5 if your name is cool, or even if it's not cool, we're going to make sure everybody gets something. So we have to have you register whatever social media site you have. If you can't go to the comment section or the question section, just re-sign back in and type your name with a means of transaction. A lot of people use handle. I prefer you to give us your name so we'll know how to make sure we award you what we need to award you if you're the winner. So us with WVSW Radio, just hitting the like button. That's all we asking for you to hit the like button. That way we can sow a seed with you because you're showing that you're interested in what we're doing. So send a like. We need quite a few likes. If you're on, you just sign in, hit the like button. You can hit it and leave. Just hit the like button. We really appreciate it. We love you for you to stay and be a part of what we're going to offer today. WS Radio actually show your support by monetizing through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Big O Live, Podbean, Riverside, Super Live, Tango, Tick Live, Twit, and YouTube. Our title again today is Understanding Self-Indulgence. And I want you to kind of think about when we talk about self-indulgence. You know, indulging is being taken apart or being part of something. So the ideal is self-indulgence. Today, as we take this opportunity to talk about self-indulgence, we're going to open up with the quiet enemy within you. I want you to think about the quiet enemy within you. Self-indulgence is from your inner self. See, the enemy we all share. Not a person, not a circumstance, not a lack of opportunity. It's something far quieter, far more familiar, and far more dangerous. Self-indulgence. Not the kind that involves chocolate cake or a spa day. I'm talking about the indulging of putting things off, avoiding discomfort, choosing the easy path, giving in to impulses, letting emotions override commitment, the indulgence of I do later, the indulgence of I deserve a break, the indulgence of I don't feel like it. That is the statements you make when you're self-indulgent. See, we rarely call these indulgent. We call them being human. But here's the truth. Self-indulgence is the silent killer of potential. And today we're going to understand it, confront it, and rise above us. We ask the question, why we indulge? The brain default setting. Indulge is the brain default setting. Let's get some things straight. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're wired with self-indulgence. Your brain is designed to avoid pain, seek pleasure, conserve energy, repeat what feels good. Think about that. Your brain is wired to repeat what feels good, to avoid any kind of pain. Seek pleasure that gives your self-indulgent part of you comfort. Conserve energy. See, this wiring keep our ancestors alive. But today, it keeps us stuck. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It cares about your comfort. So when you say, I'm going to wake up early, your brain says, or we can stay in bed. When you say, I'm going to start that business, your brain says, or we can stroll for a while. Understanding this is empowering because it means self-indulgence isn't a character flaw. It's a biological default. The hidden cost of self-indulgence. I want you to think about the hidden cost of self-indulgence. Self-indulgence, feel free, but it's not. Every indulgence has a price. Skipping the gym costs you energy. Avoiding hard conversation costs you peace. Putting off your dreams costs you years. Choosing comfort costs you growth. Self-indulgence is like a credit card. You get the pleasure now. You pay the interest later. Self-indulgence is like a credit card or a debit card. Or any kind of card that gives you the pleasure then, but you will pay the interest later. And the interest rate is brutal. You ask yourself, what would be the interest rate? See, the real cost isn't the missed workout or the lost hour. It's the erosion of identity. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you teach yourself that your words or your word doesn't matter. Every time you choose comfort or commitment, you weaken the muscle of discipline. Every time you indulge in the moment, you mortgage your future. So every time you call yourself relaxing, putting yourself in a comfort zone, avoidance, you're causing yourself the mortgage of your future. The two selves. Who are you versus who you could be? I want you to think about it. The two selves. Who are you? Can you explain who you are? Can you explain who you could be if you know who you are? See, inside of you, there's two versions of yourself. We ought to try to get to the point to be the best version of ourselves. We can't do it by ourselves. We have to have support because our brain is wired to avoid pain, conserve energy. So when they do that, it won't allow you to do anything. It keeps you in a comfort zone. The two versions of yourself, the indulgent self and the intentional self. The indulgent self wants comfort. Come on now, I want you to think about it. The indulgent self wants comfort, wants ease, instant gratification, emotional relief. And let's kind of take a minute and think about the indulgent self. Our brain is wired for comfort, not pain, not many challenges. It's wired to put us in a position so we can be successful. See, the indulgent self wants easy. So when your brain is not wired for things to be easy, but inside your inner self tells you you don't have to do no hard work. You don't have to go to the gym today. You can stay at home and go and make up tomorrow. But all you're doing is eroding your future. Instant gratification. See, your indulgent self want instant gratification. It wants emotional relief because it tells you that I'm going to focus on my feeling because my feeling make me feel like I have instant gratification. See, when emotion requires and you should think and believe, that means it's not an instant gratification, but feelings are fleeting. They come now and be gone within hours. So what we have to do is we have to focus on our intentional self. Our intentional self wants first growth. Second, strength. Third, purpose. It's amazing I have a conversation with more or less my adopted nephew. Maybe I talk, they say, oh, can I say good, nephew? And he was talking about purpose. Your purpose have nothing of success unless you have a meaning. I said, do you have a meaning? Ask yourself, what is my purpose? And if you understand that, you will know what your meaning for being where you are today. Because your meaning gives you growth. Your meaning gives you strength. Your meaning gives you purpose. Your meaning gives you long-term fulfillment. It's an intentional self. Are you intentional? You fail in relationships because you're not intentional. You must speak your intent. Then you must listen for the mate of their intent. What is your intent? If our intent is different, then we need to move on our separate ways. So as we understand the two selves, the indulgent self and the intentional self, it tells you what you want. Which one do you choose? The indulgent self, which is comfort, ease, instant gratification, and emotional relief, or the intentional self, growth, strength, and long-term fulfillment. See, every decision you make is a vote for one of these selves. See, when you hit the snooze button, you vote for the indulgent self. When you get up anyway, you vote for the intentional self. No simple thing that we take for granted. Hitting the snooze button. See, when you procrastinate, you vote for indulgent self. When you start, even though you're not ready, you vote for intentional self. Your identity is not built by big moments. It's built by small votes. And the question is, who are you voting for today? Are you voting for the intentional self? Or are you voting for the indulgent self? There's an illusion. The illusion of I deserve it. You do not deserve anything until you work for it. It's amazing. I listened to a lot of panel discussion, a lot of individuals who have content creators and constantly, especially in my relationship, I deserve to have it. You deserve, but that's that indulgent self. See, the intentional self never says that. The most seductive form of self-indulgence is I deserve it. You don't deserve anything but what you have worked for. We're gotten to the point even in our world today, many think they deserve to have this, not without working. They're not willing to put the merits out on the table, not willing to put the work in, not willing to put the energy in. They would prefer the other way, the indulgent, where someone to do it, make it easy for you. They're looking for self-gratification or instant gratification. They're looking for emotional relief. So they're basically always talking about feeling. I feel like I deserve this. But have you worked for it? See, indulgent phrases are centered around I deserve to relax. So I deserve it. I deserve to treat myself. I deserve to skip this. I deserve to take it up, take it easy. See, taking it easy, you're wired to do what? You're wired to make sure you have comfort. You're wired to not to avoid pain. You're wired where you cannot do what you need to do because you are not intentional. Self-indulgence is not intentional. It's indulgent. You believe you deserve it. But here's the twist. There's a twist to this. You deserve the life you want. You deserve the life you want. Not the moment you crave. You deserve health. You deserve confidence. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve meaningful relationships. You deserve self-respect. And you deserve a future you're proud of. You deserve the life you want. All these things are the life you want. No one can give you health. No one can give you confidence. No one can give you financial freedom. I don't care if you want a millionaire or a billionaire. That don't give you financial freedom because it's theirs, and they'll choose to give it to you. No one can give you a meaningful relationship. It requires you to be fit to be in that relationship. No one can give you self-respect. It comes from within. You can respect others, but no one can give you self-respect. No one can give you a future you will be proud of. The only person that can do that for you is you. But you can't claim those things by indulging in what feels good now. You claim them by doing what's right, not what isn't. You claim health, confidence, financial freedom, meaningful relationship, self-respect, a future you're proud of by doing the right thing, not what's easy. See, the discipline shifts from feeling to doing. Self-indulgence thrives on one belief. I need to feel motivated before I act. But motivation is unreliable. It's emotional. It's inconsistent. It's weather dependent. See, discipline is different. Discipline is different. Discipline says, I act because I said I would. That's discipline. Discipline is the ability to move forward even when you don't feel like it. And here's the secret to discipline. Action create motivation, not the other way around. Action create motivation, not motivation create action. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait to feel ready. You start. And feeling follow. I want you to take an opportunity to think about something you always wanted to do, but you keep putting it off. You say you're waiting on the motivation. See, the motivation comes from your action. You must step out there and get involved and do what you want to do. At least start it. Because you never will be ready if your brain, because your brain is not wired for you. It's wired for you to avoid pain. It's wired for you to be it for it to be easy. It's wired for you to be comfortable. But the ideal is to achieve your whatever you want to do in life. Start a business, go back to school, investment, do whatever you take. You must act. That means put the work in along with energy. See, action creates motivation. See, you don't have to wait to feel that you start, and the feeling follows. There's 3 forms of self-indulgence. Let's break self-indulgence into 3 categories so you can recognize it instantly. Number 1, emotional indulgence. Emotional indulgence. Letting your feelings dictate your actions. I said it earlier. You can't get it done because you run everything through your feelings. Feeling is fleeting. So when you let your emotions operate through feelings, it's going to dictate how you respond. Your emotional indulgence requires you, if you want to be very successful emotionally, you must think and believe. I had a conversation recently. I was talking about emotions. And I simply said, everybody expects you to respond a certain way. But if you're emotionally mature and stable, when you speak, you're speaking thinking and believing. You're not thinking on feelings. I feel like it's no, I think, believe this is the way it should be. I think and believe that action more leads to motivation so I can continue to do it over and over again. Emotional indulgence. Letting your feelings, your emotions, because a lot of us is emotionally built to allow our feelings to dictate our action. People don't say what you want them to say, you get upset. People don't give you what you want, you get upset. So when you let your feeling dictate your action, you know what it's going to create? It's going to create, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do. You're always going to do something you're going to have to regret because your feelings at that time dictated your action. I'm tired. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit down. Got some work to do. I'm not going to do it because you know what? I'm tired. I'm stressed. And I'm so tired, I'm stressed out, I ain't gonna do no more. But you gotta look at how you got to that point where you're so tired and you're so stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. Not gonna do no work because I'm overwhelmed. See, feelings are real. But I want you to remember this, put this together and just transplant it into your brain. And you know what that is? Feelings are real. You can be emotionally and show your feelings. It's fine. But they are not always right. Act on emotions. You run everything through your emotion, through your feelings. You're as wrong as you could ever become because your feelings is where you think something supposed to be. You become entitled when you think about everything based on feelings because feelings dictate your action. You say, I feel like they ought to give this to me. I deserve this. You don't deserve anything unless you work for it. You I deserve happiness. You must work for it. I deserve joy. You must work for it. I deserve peace. You must work for it. I deserve $1 million. You got to work for it. It's amazing. We're in a capitalistic society. We got people angry because some people make money, some don't. That is it. They want it to be socialist, where you give everybody things. We want people to work. We want to give you something based on your merit. Because you know what? Your actions leads to motivation. Emotional indulgence. And when you're operating on feelings, they're not always right. Mental indulgence. Letting your thoughts talk you out of progress. Have you ever been in that situation? Letting your thoughts talk you out of progress. It's not the right time. When is going to ever be the right time? The right time is that moment. I want you to remember something. The right time to do what you need to do is that moment. Act in the present. When you act in the present, which is that moment, you can be very successful. It'll start tomorrow. No, let's start it tonight, today. If you want to be in a healthy, long-lasting relationship, you must start now, understanding self. You must be in the best relationship with yourself before you can be in a relationship with anyone else. Work on yourself. Work on your heart and your soul. If you got walls on your heart and your soul, I really think you need to work on tearing them down, allowing yourself, your inner self, to experience truly who you are and whom you are. What if I fail? That's another mental indulgence. It's possible you can fail, but you will never fail if you never start. But you have an attitude, you should have failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. See, your mind, you remember what I said in the beginning, wired to avoid pain. Your mind is wired to make things easy. Your mind is wired for comfort. But when we talk about mental indulgence, your mind is a master negotiator. If it's wired to just avoid things, make it easy for you, make it comfortable for you, how are you going to take on the challenges? So that master negotiator, which is your mind, keep you from reaching your potential. Your behavior indulgence is the third self-indulgence. Choosing the easy action. Have you ever done that? Over the right action. Choosing the easy action over the right action. Strolling instead of studying. That's the easy way. That's the easy action. You're doing it. Well, you should be studying. Snacking instead of hydrating. Yes, you'll feel your health part, but you will hurt your ability to deal with the sun and and the temperature as it changes. Hydrate yourself. Eat the correct diet. Help your body. It's not a war between your mind and your body, but it's a war when it becomes where the mind is the master, the negotiator. Complaining, I know you've been around people like this, complaining instead of problem solving. Complaining instead of problem solving. See, once you name your indulgence, out of the three, emotional, mental, or behavior, you can interrupt it. Once you name your indulgence, you can interrupt it. Which one is your indulgence? This is WDSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. Our show today is Our Voice Podcast, where we just talk about just plain old life issues from the grassroots level. Today, our focus is truly on understanding self-indulgence in life. It can be in a relationship. It can be in just general life. You must understand how it works. Understand once you name the indulgence that you're dealing with, see, you can interrupt it. Behavior, mentally, or emotionally. See, the antidote, self-mastery is the antidote. Self-indulgence is natural. Self-mastery is intentional. Well, actually, just think about that. Self-indulgence is natural. You're going to self-indulge because your brain is wired to the back. Tells everything else what it needs to do. It's natural. Self-mastery is intentional. If you're failing in relationships, or you just self-indulging because it's natural, or you self-mastering. You're trying to master this so you can be successful. Because you have to be intentional in what you're doing. Self-mastery means doing what you say you will do. Honoring your commitment. Number one, again, is doing what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to pick that person up, do that. If you're going to say that you're going to bring this, do that. If you say you're going to be on time, be on time. If you say you're going to start at 7 o'clock, start at 7 o'clock. Do what you say you do. Honor your commitment. Start off calling in a new relationship you're trying to build, doing those love stages and the attraction stage, which is the associate and the acquaintance stage. You start off calling and all of a sudden you stop. That tells a lot about you. You're not doing what you say you're going to do. You're not earning the commitment you made. You start off calling every morning, texting throughout the day, and all of a sudden you're backing off a little bit more. Choosing long term over short term. So you back off because you realize this could be long term. And it requires you to put the work in. Acting from identity, not impulse. What is your identity? Do you know your identity? Do you know yours? Is that Trish? Do you know your identity? Cheetah Cakes? Do you know your identity? Kayla's? Do you know your identity? Solution LLC? You have that name. Do you know your identity? Willie Roberts? Do you know your identity? Or do you know your impulse? You act on feelings. You move on feelings. You think on that. See, self-mastery is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Go back to one of the co-hosts as well as a guest on my show, Denise Stephanie out of the great state of California. Behind the Mask Ministry, it's her ministry. She talked about that. One of the things she talked about when we were going toward working on through the lust and through the acquaintance part, through the associate part, through the attraction part, consistency. She always would talk about one of the C's we omit is consistency. Doing what you say you're going to do. Don't start it and then slowly back off. See, we're not looking for perfection. We all should be looking for consistency. It's not about never indulging. It's about not letting indulgence run your life. Your emotional challenges, when you operate on feelings, your IQ is not a great IQ because you allow feelings instead of thinking and believing, making decisions that could determine your life. Self-mastery. It's about not letting indulgence run your life. Self-mastery is built through routine. Boundaries. Accountability is kryptonite to some people. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to be responsible for their action. But I'm here to tell you, if you want to master life, you must be willing to be accountable for your action. Accountability and responsibility. Clarity. If you want to be successful, you need to have clarity. You must be clear of what you're about to do. You have to have a clear mind, a clear spirit, a clear heart so you can be successful. Then repetition, doing it over and over and over. Doing it over and over and over. Ruben, thank you so much for joining. Eve, thank you for jumping in here. Living a double life. One, thank you for joining us. Also have a user jumping in here. Thank you so much for being part of it. Just remember it over again. Boundaries, setting boundaries and not allowing anybody to break the boundaries that you have set. Accountability. To be over the person you have. Will you choose the person you're with to be over the person you have been. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for change? See, because your life changes the moment you decide that your future is worth more than your comfort. I want to thank each and every one of you all for joining me. It's been a blessing to come before you. Again, it's WDSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I'm Dr. Lawrence D. Smith, excited to be able to share this information on understanding self-indulgence. Just remember about discipline. Just remember about commitment. See, your life will change in a moment when you decide that your future is worth more than comfort, impulse, ease, avoiding pain. Because your brain is wired to do that. Once you know what your purpose is, that gives your life meaning. So let's work hard to be the best version of ourselves. I am Dr. Lawrence D. Smith, and will let each and every one of you all know I love you all from my heart. I want you to know that. Because it's all about us. It's all about you. It's all about me. I want to be and continue to work to be the best version of myself. I want you to do the same thing. Choose commitment. Choose discipline over ease and comfort. Have a blessed rest of the evening. We look forward to you joining us tomorrow. Tell the Truth Prime Time. We'll be broadcasting tomorrow at about 5:30. We're going to do what we do to show you that the host of this show normally is doing throughout the regular part of the year. But when we get to the summer, I like for those individuals to take their vacation, but I'll work hard to make sure it's the best show we can give you. Tell the Truth Prime Time. Be hosting tomorrow. Again, this is Dr. D. Smith. Excited to come before you on WDSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I just want you to be blessed. I want you to be safe. And I want you to take care of yourself. Because you know what? I love you. It ain't a thing you can do. And God got you. Hi, squad. Thank you for joining us. Daddy, thank you. Queening. This is Queening Light. Unique. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you. I would really appreciate you hitting the like button. God has blessed us to come and have an awesome time today. See, he's good. He's good. He's awesome.